Hey, how's it going, guys? It's your boy Kelvin back at it again. Damn, it's very gloomy out here, man. Like, there's like no sun, it's cloudy as hell, but we're gonna start this vlog here. I'm just about to go to work, and then after work I gotta stop by the music store. Not spending any money, but like I just want to do a little self-care, you know, check out some new gear and just maybe play a little bit. And I wanted to take you guys with me on the journey. I'll start by saying this. Over the weekend, today is what's today? Sunday. Yes. I think Friday I went out with my family to a very popular restaurant called Acoustica. Man, beautiful place, but I was so inspired, more amazed by what I saw, and I took a picture of it, which I'm gonna put right now. So as you can see, these are symbols, you know, remade into like lights for, you know, restaurants and bars. And I think it's such a cool idea, and this actually made me so inspired. I was trying to behave myself because I wanted to see like what type of symbols these are, but like I was just like a man, so I didn't want to do all that. So I had to, you know, behave myself a little bit. But I was inspired to, like, you know, go to the music store, check out some new gear, check out some things. Now I'm not trying to spend any money because I feel blessed to have a lot of things already, and I don't need to have the latest stuff. So I'm not trying to spend any money, but I just want to kind of like just be in the moment and take it all in, you know, as a musician, as a drummer. And so I wanted to bring you with me on the ride. So after work, I'm going to go to my favorite music store, London McQuaid, well, one of my favorite music store, and just spend a little bit of time there. Hopefully I can film a little bit of what I'm seeing, and then I'll go home and film some more content for you guys. Guys, I just finished work. I'm exhausted. So exhausted, guys. I know the plan was to go to the music store to get some footage. Not spend any money, but just get some good footage for you guys. But I don't want to front. I don't want to do something that I'm not into, you know what I mean? Because then it's just for the content. I want it to be real, and I'm just tired. My mind is not on driving to the music store, taking a couple footage. Even though I enjoy those things, I just think today's not the day for that. So what I'm gonna do instead is go home and probably do a tune-in video and document that and take you along the process. Before we get there, guys, I'm so grateful to God for having a job, man. I know I'm exhausted, I know I'm tired, you know, but I'm grateful to God Almighty for having a job to support my family, to support myself, and that's really special. I know a lot of people do this as a full-time career, but that's not for me, man. I don't mind working. I love to work. I love my job, you know, but also I also enjoy YouTube as like a self-care, just for me kind of side hustle, you know what I mean? So anyways, enough talk. I'm gonna get on the road, drive home, probably freshen up a little bit. I've been trying to look for my comb, I can't find it. I look like a mess. Like I'm just like staying strong, man. Like I'm staying strong, but yo, I'm tired and I wish I looked better, but it is what it is. And well, stay tuned. Let's go home, man. So I'm using the front side of my camera right now, the S24. Hopefully the quality is good. I think like most cameras, the rear is always the better ones, but hopefully this is good for you guys. Not much difference. Anyways, guys, I gotta get a lab mic because when I do these kind of videos in my car, there is some road noise and it does interfere with this, you know, the sound quality and all that stuff. So hopefully it's not too bad, but if it is, just bear with me. I got something to share. You know, YouTube is not easy, man. Like, YouTube is tough, man, like especially when it's not your full-time gig, like I was saying, because when you got other priorities as well, like it's hard to find time to work on content, to film content, to script it, to, you know, just edit, all that stuff. But what I find that's really helpful is to script and document as you go, so that way when you finally get the time to record, you're not stuck trying to figure out what to record. So what I do on my phone, I have a little notepad there. I just kind of document like topics of interest, ways I would like to go about editing the video when it's done, and also just jot down like things I want to say, so that way when I get time like I do right now, I can actually just get to filming and doing things quickly. So that's a little tip for you guys, man. Like if you're struggling to find time to be consistent, try to document ahead of time of what you want to film and record and say, so that way when you finally get some time, even if it's like half an hour, 30 minutes, which is half an hour. Jeez, man, my brain is fried right now. But anyways, you get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. You know, like when you get the time, you're not busy trying to figure out what to do next. So, yeah. But I love this game, man. I love this YouTube game. I'm gonna keep grinding till the end. So let that be of inspiration to you guys. Alright guys, back in the studio. Now I'm sorry for the lighting, it might not be the best because I got, you know, 2 cameras set up going on right now. But anyways, back at it, ready to tune. This is my snare right here. I'll put an image on the screen. This is my personalized, custom-made Elm snare. This is 13 by 5. I got it tuned last time, so I know it's sounding great. We'll do a little sound demo, but my main focus today are these toms, 1, 2, and 3. I've been tuning these for over 2 months. Let's hear the sounds. Alright guys, so I know that's not the best playing, but you know what, it is what it is. This video is not about my playing, it's just about tuning these toms right here. So, I'm going to stop the camera from now on and I'm going to get to tuning these drums. I'll show you what I do, my technique, and how I get these singing and sounding the way they should be sounding like. Let's get to it. Alright guys, I'm about to tune this beautiful drums right here. For those that don't know, these are the Pearl Vision Birch limited edition walnut gloss. I got die cast swoops on the top and bottom of these. Man, these drums are just awesome, you know. So enough talk about that, let's get to tuning. I'll tune the 10-inch first. I'll also be sharing just a few tips that I've learned over the years. So hopefully if you're new to drums and new to tuning, you can pick up a few things and a few mistakes that I did that you don't want to do. Now that being said, I do use Drum Dial. I'm not sponsored, but I love this product. This is my second one because I broke the first one, but you know, these never let me down. And 2 drum keys. Alright, so this is a 10-inch, 10 by 8, and I'm not gonna tell you what I usually tune it to because then I'll just be giving my secrets away, but I'm just gonna tune it based on the readings that I have. And we'll see. Now for just a few tips, you know. I'm not gonna tune these from scratch because they're already seated, they're already there, just to kind of fine tune them. Now, if you're doing this from scratch, you would, you know, use drum keys, loosen out the logs, take them off, get a nice rag, wipe the bearing edges, do all that good stuff, and put your new head on, put the hoops on, finger tighten the logs. What I do is I put my palm right here, just put on the hoop, and I push a little bit while I finger tighten. I find this really helps to seat the head with the bearing edge, because if you just do this, like there's still some give, right? So you're not really starting from zero. So to really start from zero, you gotta put a little bit of pressure and finger tighten it. That way, like it's like super tight, super stuck there, and you know, it's like the best feeling ever. But I'm not doing that today. I'm just gonna, you know, fine tune these, and you know, we'll take it from there. So you're trying to put it right on the edge. So I can see that these are a tad lower, so I don't have to go through each log. I just gotta, you know, get my 2 drum keys, and I'm doing like about a quarter turn, but the trick is to do at the same time. So, and I'm doing that in the star pattern as well. This is only 6 logs, so it doesn't take too long to get it right. Sometimes if you get to a log that's stuck, I find just applying a little bit of pressure to the head itself, close to the log that you're tuning, helps to kind of, you know, decrease it a little bit. There's no trick to tuning, really, I find. It just takes time, man. It just takes time. Don't rush. Like, I'm not a great tuner, but like, definitely I've learned a lot over the years to really make sure what I'm doing is actually working. Just like that, it's done. So I've only tuned the top. I'm gonna tune the bottom now. Then I'll probably just hit it once, just to get an idea of how it sounds. So yeah, this is definitely lower. Gotta bring it up. Now I haven't tuned these in like 2 months, so you can see why it's so like different, you know? The trick is not to overdo it, just do it little by little. And because these are die casts, you gotta be very careful, because you almost have to like use a feel method. Because if you just crank these up too high, they're just gonna jump all over the place, right? Because these are very rigid hoops. So you really have to be careful when you're turning those keys. I love the drum dial because it gives me the same number every single time. So I waste less time actually getting these tuned. And I'm not one of those people that like just guess, right? I don't want to just guess, oh, I think it sounds good. No, I want to know it sounds good, you know? Despite the kit, you get the same sound every time. So this is done. I'm gonna try to hit it just so you can get a sound demo. That's that. Put this off to the side. Next, 12-inch, 12 by 8. Same steps. Yeah, these are all like low, man. Like, the trick to tuning is to tune low, but these are really, really low. Because you also want to get some tone, get some high-end slap, not just a bunch of low end, you know what I mean? So, as much as you want to tune them low, you also don't want it to be too low. So I don't need the drum dial for everything I do, but it just helps me know where exactly I'm at, so I can make adjustments as I go. bring these up a little bit more. I'm just making tiny adjustments here. Nothing drastic, just tiny little movements. That's done. Flip it over to the resonant side. I anticipate these will be lower again, so let's just check. Yeah. Again, it's all in the feel, right? You don't want to just be cranking these crazy, because when I first started tuning, I didn't know what I was doing. Just be honest with you, I didn't know what I was doing. So like, and a lot of times I had my drums tuned too high. So there wasn't a lot of low end in there. There wasn't a lot of just punch. It was very faint sounding, very high pitched. Lots of overtones, which I end up using moon gels and all these things. I don't use any muffling on my kit. Instead of muffling, I use things like hoops, things like heads to get the ideal sound I'm looking for. And my sound is a controlled yet punchy, but great rebound, you know? So controlled, punchy tone. So I use the heads for that, I use the hoops for that. Time to sing. And that's done. Now these drums are heavy because of the hoops. Now to the big boy. 14 by 14. I don't know if you can see me or not, but maybe I'll put it over to the side. There we go. All right, last one. So like when I'm doing the tap test, it might sound good, it might not sound good, I don't know. But when I put these back on the kit, I might just go over a little bit, make sure I'm on the right numbers. And that usually does it for me. So I don't know if I'm gonna do a sound demo after this. I might just end the video after the tuning, and that's it. But let me know some tricks that you know on how you tune and get the sound that you use. Oh man, okay, I gotta get there. And because this is a floor tom, like it's already low, so it's not gonna be off too much. Like I'm seeing right now, it's not really off a lot. Because I tune this like really, really low. All right, so that's good. So the resonant side. You gotta take these up. Tuning is no joke, man. Like, it's hard. Even if you don't use a drum dial, it's still hard. It still takes time. you know, and some one of those things you could just fast track, you know what I mean? So put in the time, put in the work. All right, so this looks good. There we go. All right, so that's it. Pretty easy. It may have taken a little bit longer, but it's pretty easy. Maybe I'm just nervous with the camera on me, but I don't know, you know? But to recap this video, when it comes to tuning, remember, the lower the better, right? Start low, try to balance the reso with the batter, and don't forget to do the compression thing I talked about. So putting your palm on the rim closest to the log and just finger tighten, do all that good stuff on the top and bottom. So you do that on the top and bottom, right? It doesn't matter if you go in a circle or you go in a star. Make sure you do that because it really helps the head to sit with the bearing edge. After that, use 2 drum keys because it's just easier, and you just got to do, you know, quarter turns. Star pattern, you know, or you can go circular, whichever one you want to do. Just small little turns. The trick is to get it consistent. You don't want one to be too much, so get it consistent. After that, if you want to use a drum dial, use a drum dial, but remember the key is the lower the better. And you're trying to, excuse me, jeez. You're just trying to balance the reso with the top, right? So I personally like my reso tighter than my batter. That gives you a pitch bend of like, doom, right? Some people do it where it's the same, you get more resonance that way. And some people like Jerry Falk does this where the reso is lower. So I think you get more of a deader decay and maybe more punch, I don't know. I tried it once and I totally flopped it. And so I can't really tell you about that, but that's just the way I like mine. Anyways, guys, I think I'm gonna end this video here. So thanks for sticking around. If you like this kind of stuff, do check out my other stuff. What's your way of tuning drums? Let me know as well if you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you want. We're out.